Does the goal remain the same, to become heavyweight champion, and do you still believe you can achieve that? Not just world champion?
No, just world champion, undisputed world champion.
The king of the heavyweights, Oleksandr Usyk, has become a true sensation in the world of boxing by defeating two big guys, Joshua and Fury, and becoming the undisputed world champion.
From Ukraine, Oleksandr!
He has been undefeated throughout his entire 11-year career, and his achievements will surely earn him a well-deserved place in the Boxing Hall of Fame. However, few people know how his boxing journey began and led him to the top. In this video, I will provide a quick overview of the legendary Ukrainian's career, from birth to the throne of the best boxer on the planet. He was born on January 17, 1987, in Simferopol, Crimea, Ukraine. From childhood, he was engaged in football and folk dancing. At the age of 15, he started boxing.
Бесплатные секции были бокса, за них не надо было платить. И вот так началась моя карьера боксера.
Everyone said it was too late, that nothing would come of it. But Usyk promised to prove them wrong and trained in the gym for 7 hours a day.
Когда Саша пришел, он не был таким сильным здоровяком, такой средний мальчик, такой, ну что, не сильно такой развит. Но я им стал трудиться, занимались с 3 часов до 11 вечера.
It took Usyk 4 years to make a name for himself in the amateurs. He won national competitions, became a winner at the European Championships, and in 2012, he won gold at the London Olympics. It should be noted that in the quarterfinals, he defeated Artur Beterbiev. In 2013, together with his best friend Lomachenko, he flew to the USA, where he was ready to sign a contract with Top Rank. However, Bob Arum was only interested in Vasily Lomachenko, and Usyk was not part of his plans. So Oleksandr returned home and signed a contract with K2, owned by the Klitschko brothers. He began his journey at home in a 6-round bout, defeating the Mexican Felipe Romero. For 3 years, he learned and gained experience, mainly fighting in Ukraine. He got his chance in the spring of 2016 when he fought the undefeated Polish Krzysztof Glowacki, who held the WBO Cruiserweight title. The formidable opponent couldn't keep up with the Ukrainian's pace and lost by unanimous decision.
And the new WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World!
After 2 bouts in the USA, Usyk agreed to participate in the World Boxing Super Series, which gathered the best cruisers on the planet and offered the winner the Muhammad Ali Trophy and the title of Undisputed World Champion. From this point, Usyk made it a tradition to beat opponents on their territory. Oleksandr went to Berlin and defeated the German Marco Huck.
Attack, but short to the mark, and now beginning to bring uppercuts through the middle. Downstairs and upstairs from Oleksandr Usyk. What a left hand, what a combination. Away furiously, shots underneath. Robert Bird has stepped in.
I'm good. I'm very happy. 10 round hard work. You see? Yeah, I'm happy.
Then he traveled to Latvia, where he defeated local boxer Mairis Briedis, adding the WBC belt to his collection. And in the final, he visited Moscow, where he destroyed the Russian Murat Gassiev.
Oleksandr Usyk flowing as freely as mercury.
Это было до меня прям вот просто я думал, что без остановки надо бить. Вот если мне там 1-2 он отвечает, то мне надо ему минимум 7. Если он мне 3 отвечает, мне надо ему там 9 закинуть. То есть, ну вот у меня только такие мысли были.
Then a straight left hand right down the pipe. Beautiful and impressive volume from Usyk once again. Non-stop punching into the body, but look at the response to the elicits from Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk with terrific free-flowing shots once more. It's absolutely incredible to watch from Oleksandr Usyk, continuing to create angles for his punches. Oleksandr Usyk is increasing his dominance, and particularly over the past couple of rounds. Right combination, but again, look at how busy that jab is. That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely delightful to watch from Oleksandr Usyk. And Oleksandr Usyk gets on his bike as the bell sounds to conclude the 12th and final round.
He became the undisputed Cruiserweight World Champion, and only the fourth in history to unify the four titles.
На данный момент это была лучшая версия Oleksandra Usyk.
Hey, Tony Bellew, are you ready?
Just 4 months after the victory over Gassiev, he arrived in Manchester, where he faced Tony Bellew.
Oleksandr Usyk trying to cement his reputation as the Cruiserweight King, the undisputed champion.
It's a good start really from Tony, but Usyk really just finding his feet.
Good shot from Bellew there. It's an excellent start, and he wants Usyk to engage.
I was so happy to see him landing shots in the first 2 rounds. But already Oleksandr's made the adjustment come round 3 and round 4 and round 5. And it's so hard to catch him.
Usyk in, he's trying to draw him in so he can land a big counter punch, and here he comes. He just, nonchalantly shakes his hands and his head. Well, caught a little bit tricky there, Tony Bellew. A bit of a standoff, but...
Oh, big left hand from Usyk.
Got a bit careless.
Nice left hand from Usyk. Back comes Bellew.
In the 8th round, Usyk delivered the brightest knockout of his career, finishing his performances in the Cruiserweight division.
With real, minimum effort, good shot.
It was a spectacular shot.
Listen, he's exceptional. There's a reason he's one of the pound-for-pound best in the world. Any of the big heavyweights have to be very, very careful.
Вот сейчас мы живем в тот период, когда Усик становится легендарным боксером.
It took a whole year to debut in the heavyweight division. Opponents changed several times. And finally, Usyk fought Chaz Witherspoon, who couldn't last more than 7 rounds.
He is very tired already. Last minute sub, Usyk goes to work. Now the straight left hands coming in, the crowd's going wild, trying to urge their man on. And now some success. Usyk goes to work. This might not be far away. And we expected more power to try to hurt Witherspoon here. Does Usyk want a stoppage? Yeah, Chaz Witherspoon is gassed. This fight is over.
Derek! I'm coming for you! Derek!
It is worth noting that in the heavyweight division, Usyk began to fight once a year due to COVID, injuries, and prolonged negotiations with opponents. However, when a fight was finally organized, we saw a fully focused Oleksandr, who gave his all in the ring. In 2020, he defeated Derek Chisora.
And the new WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion.
Being the mandatory contender for the WBO title, there was more and more talk about a fight with Anthony Joshua.
Anthony, how are you? I'm coming for you.
And in 2021, this fight took place.
Anyone that thought this was going to be easy for Anthony Joshua.
That's the throw, he gives you a few down the middle. Good shot from Usyk.
Usyk has put on a superb performance.
A lovely shot.
Beautiful shot. Listen.
The main mistake of all of Oleksandr's opponents is that they try to box with him. They really believe they have enough skills to beat Usyk in a classic boxing fight. Joshua was no exception. In the last seconds of the fight, he was exhausted, hanging on the ropes, and the only thing he dreamed of was hearing the final bell without being on the canvas.
Joshua was right at the end. He survives. Oleksandr Usyk falls to his knees.
And new heavyweight champion of the world.
Usyk won the 4 most prestigious titles. Some said it was an upset, but I believe that 2 powerful boxers, 2 Olympic champions, 2 world champions, and true professionals met in the ring. However, Oleksandr wasn't as media-friendly and popular, so his victory was considered unexpected.
Anthony Joshua and Usyk.
That was not an upset.
Oh, it wasn't?
It's just that Anthony Joshua was on TV, and everybody's seen him. Usyk was a hell of a fighter, a gold medalist, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, but he was behind the scenes. 2 guys with a crazy amateur backgrounds, and one guy is not being seen, and another guy is being seen. Then we call it an upset. No.
The rematch proved the obvious. Oleksandr Usyk is a better boxer than Anthony Joshua.
I want to win.
After a short break in 2023 in the form of Daniel Dubois, who in my opinion is a mentally weak boxer, Usyk agreed to fight Tyson Fury, who was objectively considered the biggest name in the heavyweight division.
Tyson, see you, my love, friend.
Thank you.
Get knocked out, motherfucker! Out cold, sausage! Rabbit!
Don't be afraid. I will not leave you alone tomorrow.
Oleksandr Usyk beat the undefeated Tyson Fury, who was 40 pounds heavier, and for the first time in 25 years, became the undisputed heavyweight world champion.
From Ukraine, Oleksandr.
How do you feel? I feel.
Oleksandr Usyk is the undisputed champion in 2 weight categories, and it took him only 22 fights. At the age of 37, he conquered all possible peaks. It's evident that there's no aura of invincibility around him. His fights are tough and exhausting, often very close. But at the end of the day, his will to win makes the difference. His glove has never touched the canvas, and he remains undefeated, having beaten the biggest names in modern boxing.
For me, he's on the list of the greatest of all time.
Future Hall of Famer, Oleksandr Usyk, the man.